started grinding, working. Once I hit that 6-figure mark, I was like, dope, this is awesome. I bought my first house, and then I was able to sell that. Got about $30,000 off of that deal, upgraded to a bigger house, which was a mistake, but I'm glad I sold my first house, made that money, because with that money, I said, hey, should I pay off my car? No, I bought a bunch of video and camera equipment. So that's how I started there. Um, so once I started making money, I started feeling a little bit comfortable. I was able to travel a lot. I met my now wife at the time. Um, so things were looking great. But as long as your money will go, especially hitting 6 figures in Georgia, especially I was on the south side of Georgia, Atlanta. As far as going, I could have wrote that off into the sunset, but then I started thinking like, okay, um, it was purely a money play. I now have achieved what I wanted to an extent. Um, but now what? And so I started searching. I started saying, hey, is this what I want to do for a lifetime? Is there other things? And so the hard work paid off. I was able to get the money, but then it brought up the, okay, now what? Is this the end? Is this the finish line? Or is there still more of a race to be ran? And that's kind of where I found that out.
That part right there is big. It's like you set a goal for yourself. You knew that, hey, I want to stop being broke, period. Let me get that done. I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. I was super focused on getting that done. While you was in school, let me rewind that so they can hear this. While you was in school, you applied for a position as a contractor to get to where you really wanted to be at. So, and they hired you there, and 2 months later, you actually got into the job before you actually got the license, before you got the certification.
Yep.
So you
Yep.
was already just being one step ahead of it. You seen the vision. You already
Yeah.
seen
And
it.
that's where so many people make a mistake. They say, oh, I'm gonna wait till like the last few months of school, then I'm gonna start applying. Like, no, why would you do that? Like, apply now, work your butt off. I was, as you know, a lot of people do it. You go to school during the day. So it was like, something like 8 to 2 p.m., 8 in the morning to 2 p.m. I worked midnight shift, 10 hours. So, some days I was getting maybe like 4 hours of sleep. But guess what? That's the price for success. People, all the time, they're sitting out here, oh, woe is me. I can't make it. I can't do this. I'm not smart. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the fastest. It's just sometimes you just got to work and not make any excuses for it. And I made the decision to say, hey, I'm gonna give up sleep because I want success more. And it's a daily thing that people say they choose sleep over success all the time. All the time, they'll hit the snooze button. I still hit the snooze button sometimes, but people all the time will literally hit the snooze button all the way up until they're 60 years old, looking back and say, wow, where did I go wrong? And that's what I don't want to do. I want to, and this is genuine, and this is what I say all the time, I want to reach the end of my life exhausted. I don't want to reach the end of my life being like, oh wow, I got a bunch of energy left, shoulda, woulda, coulda. No, I want to be exhausted, look back and say, man, I put in a lot of work. And then with that work, then hopefully pass it down to, kids, grandkids, what have you. And then they can build off of that.
Man, Jesse, you are dropping bars at the bars at the bar. And I'm just like, if you are checking this out, man, put the flames out here, put whatever you got to out here, because he's really giving to you. And I mean, I love it. You said, what you say? Your sleep. Well, how did you word that? Make sure you say that bar again. Sleep.
So people pick sleep over success all the time. It's ridiculous. It's like, and you can look up any inspirational speaker out there from, who knows, the Gary V's, the, whatever have you. What was it? I think even Arnold Schwarzenegger said like he got like 5 or 6 hours of sleep a night, and somebody said, hey, shouldn't you get more sleep? Or somebody said, oh no, I need 8 hours of sleep a night, and his reply was like, you should sleep faster is what it should be. So That's what it is. You can't say, hey, I wish I was more successful, I wish I was making more money, I wish I had more time. But then you turn around and you scroll on your phone at night for 3 hours. You sleep for 8+ hours a night, things like that, because then you're just making excuses. There's more work to be had.
Man, I love that. The mindset, check it out. The mindset is amazing. The work ethic definitely amazing. And from hearing it, look like you got some personal development. So, what I mean? We about to get to the part where I know everybody wanted to hear. Like, how did he get to this creative director, leaving a six-figure job to take a leap of faith to go out there to Silicon Valley? I know everybody waiting for that part, but I want them to even hear this, because before you get there, I always got to say your mindset need to change and you need to have a vision, right? And at the end of the day, I say it like this. Your vision need to be as simple as this. I'm sitting in this chair. I make a decision in my mind. I say, hey, Jesse, you know what? I want to go outside. You know what I got to do? I need to get up out this chair, open my door in the office, go put my shoes on, open the door, and guess where I'll end up being? I can look outside, or I can take the step and actually go outside. But I had the vision that I wanted to go outside. And right now, the vision has to be as clear. You got to see it as clear as you will actually be there, right? And that's exactly where you at right now. Like, like who wants to see it? Can you imagine, you're gone off this earth and you have so much more to give, and you have so many what ifs, or I should have, or maybe if I did this. Forget all of that. Because at the end of the day, the moment where we at right now, we got to really cover it. And I think you're doing an amazing job. But what was the personal development